Hello, everyone. My name is Elvis Halilovic, and I'm Technical Sales Engineer at Exoretti. I would like to welcome you all at today's workshop, Fluid Engineering with WSCAD. Thank you for joining us. The main goal of today's workshop is for you to get familiar with WSCAD's Fluid Engineering discipline. This workshop is being recorded, and you will get the recording afterwards as well. At the end of the workshop, the survey will appear in your browser regarding your impression of this workshop. We would really appreciate your feedback, so please, if you could, fill it out. Today with me will be my colleague Gasper Ponepšek, a technical consultant that will be joining us later to show you how to use and get your way around in a fluid engineering discipline of WSCAD software. He will give you knowledge for better understanding of this discipline. Let's see what we will cover in today's workshop. First off, we will start with our company profile, who we are as Exoretti. Then we will go over some facts about WSCAD, followed by product overview. Then we will talk about some of our customers' success stories. From there on, the Gasper will take over and show you the demonstration of software and its use in fluid engineering module, and how to achieve best performance and productivity. At the very end, we will answer any questions that you may have. So please submit your questions anytime during this workshop in the chat or the Q&A section on the Zoom. So who we are as Exoretti? We are a company that offers innovative software and hardware solutions from world-leading manufacturers for industrial and energy automation and digitization. So we have many partners, and WSCAD is one among them. We offer services for individual solutions to your needs, provide consulting services, and technical support. We are present in 9 countries from Slovenia to Greece with 15 employees, and we have 3 offices, one in Slovenia, Croatia, and Serbia. Now we'll go over some facts about WSCAD. So WSCAD is a company and also software that exists more than 30 years. They started as a small company and later became part of the Bull Group, and that group has over 700 employees. They're present in 22 countries worldwide, counting over 35,000 users. And one interesting fact is that they reinvest about 25% of their revenues in R&D sector. Regarding the industries, the main focus is put on machinery and plant engineering, building automation, and electrical installations. Now we'll go with product overview. This solution consists of 3 components. First one, and the most important one, is the software itself, WSCAD Electrics. It is the up-to-date version of the software. The second component is WSCADUNIVERSE, the engineering data and the part database that has over 1.4 million parts from over 386 manufacturers. And the last component is our augmented reality apps that we'll go over briefly later on. So WSCAD is a software that is modular and scalable, and thusly offers all tools needed for planning, design, and development of electrical machines, plants, and buildings. As expected, today we will be focused on a fluid engineering discipline, where we will demonstrate usage of this discipline. So the planning and documentation of pneumatic and hydraulic machines and plants are performed with aid of fluid engineering discipline. And this includes all the benefits of WSCAD electrical engineering discipline, supplemented by special fluid functions. So designers, developers, and maintenance engineers and maintenance service companies thus have a comprehensive set of fast, intuitive, and efficient tools for integrated planning and documentation for all mechatronic tasks at hand. You can create complete documentations using this software. This includes material lists, tube lists, and all needed documentation. There is also electrical engineering discipline, enabling engineers and designers to plan, develop, and document medium, low, and extra low voltage systems in mechanical engineering and industrial and building automation. All the symbols are made per DIN 81346 standard. It has interdisciplinary functionalities and offers a great deal of useful functionalities. Also here you can create all the reports needed, like terminal charts, cable lists, field devices, material lists, etc. And the last discipline for today will be cabinet engineering discipline that provides a significant amount of support for design and layout of cabinets. For example, we start with creating schematics, designing layout of the cabinet. We can open 3D and check, do collision checks. It enables us to do automatic routing, calculate wire lengths, and display fill ratio of the cable ducts. We can print QR codes that we can later use for the maintenance of the cabinet. So with this WSCAD cabinet AR app that you can use on your mobile device to retrieve information about the components in the cabinet. Firstly, you start with scanning of the QR code that you previously put on the part. You can open the original data sheet. You can open the original schematics and add some comments. And at last, you can open and view the 3D model of the part. There is also building AR app that helps you with scanning of the buildings. This becomes necessary if changes are made to the existing building or documentation is not available, or it contains many errors. With this app, you can scan the whole floors, add windows and doors, and later edit and start installing your or replacing your electrical installations. Regarding the WSCADUNIVERSE, this is our database that has more than 1.4 million components from more than 386 manufacturers. It saves you time when you don't have to create your own symbols or data. You can simply download it to your local database from the WSCADUNIVERSE and you can use it later. We have very large selection of the fluid parts in our databases from various manufacturers that will Gasper show you later. We have 40% of annual growth of users and 35% of growth for manufacturers. We were awarded as best AUGMENTED article database, and all of this is free of charge for users and manufacturers. Also, there are some of our success stories from the customers. Electrical engineers at Miel that are specialized machine and equipment manufacturers use WSCAD to work on different interdisciplinary tasks concurrently. This includes 4 disciplines: electrical engineering, cabinet engineering, PI for piping diagrams, and fluid engineering for fluid plans. They said that replacement of the parts of the valve in fluid plant, for example, is immediately visible in all schematics of all other disciplines, and this saves a great deal of time for them, and it improves the quality of the project. There are some others companies that use the different disciplines of WSCAD. For example, Wickman Group used just the cabinet and electrical engineering, and we have on the other side the Vago that used all 6 disciplines. I would like to mention a few more customers that use WSCAD in their everyday work. We have here ABB, AMD, Vago, Siemens, and many others. Just a few reasons why to go for WSCAD. Is really good at outstanding price to performance ratio. Another reason why we differ from other software AUGMENTED equipment is that all 6 disciplines are competent, and other software doesn't cover that as successfully as a WSCAD. And of course, we have a really good database. From now on, my colleague Gasper will take over with demonstration of the fluid engineering discipline. So I'd like to welcome you and give you the word.
Thank you, Elvis. First of all, I would say hello to everybody from my side too. This is our working area from WSCAD Electrics. And as you can see right now, we can easily move additional windows and set our working areas very nice for ourselves. As already Elvis mentioned, we have six disciplines, and for each discipline, we have predefined working area. So also we can create our own working area. This is a benefit. And now here you can see we created some toolbars, hydraulics and pneumatics. And there is also a fluid toolbar, which is already in default toolbar from the WSCAD. In our project, we will need some parts. In our database, we will need some parts from WSCADUNIVERSE, and we will right now download them. We enter into WSCADUNIVERSE, and of course, we will show the FESTA database. It's one of the major players in fluid engineering. Here you can see just fluid engineering has more than 21,000 parts here in WSCADUNIVERSE. Then you can use. Now we will insert some parts in our cart, and later on we will all together download them. So maybe we can check some more manufacturer like SMC. And for SMC, you can see that SMC has more than 17,000 parts in fluid engineering. And for our case, we will need some cylinder. And if we know already some part number like this, you can see instantly we find this cylinder. So here we have 5 parts, and we can all together download them like this. Now you can see the part was imported successfully, and more than 100 parts we can download it at once. So here on the left lower corner, you can see it's very important in our current working area, because here we have a symbol explorer, macro explorer, and material explorer. You can see here in symbol explorer we have a filter, and now we just filter the symbols because we will start to design just with fluid symbols. So let's make some new pages. We will create 4 more pages for our project, for our case, like this. And then it's also some functionality. You can see if we right click here, we have option edit project text, and we can insert multiple texts, multiple names of the pages at once. You can see we copied from Excel sheet, and of course we can write it manual, like Valve 5. Like this. And okay, now we have 5 pages with all description, and we can use our parts from WSCADUNIVERSE, which we just download them. We will use quick search. This is new functionality, Control Q, that's a short key. And you can see in quick search, we can find parts, symbols, comments, macros, but now we will just find the parts. It's not necessary. You can see just 2 digits, it's enough to find our part from WSCADUNIVERSE. Now it's in our part database like this. And for more efficient design, we can use our toolbar. You can see which we just designed it before. And for our case, we will need also, again, from this quick search solenoid valve, like this. And now we have this pneumatic T-top. We can easily connect these elements like this. And maybe we will need a muffler too. Here, you can see it's very easy and very fast. We can easily and fast create something. Yeah, now we will need this cylinder, which we just downloaded from SMC manufacturer. This. And yeah, here we have connection line. It's very easy to connect these symbols between these symbols and these elements between, like this. Maybe we can just copy this cylinder and all these parts together and make it one more. Here we have angles. We can also connect the elements from these angles here. And also you can see here we have a macro explorer, and here is also the filter. We can filter macros and use macros in fluid engineering. Just to know, this is some case. We will also connect this macro, this scheme, and here you can see we have arrows. That means that we can expand our project into different pages. So if the page is too small, we can easily expand it. We will use some other macro. I think right now the page is too small, and we can just change the frame easily. On this second page, we want to change from A4 to A2 because there will be a bigger scheme. Everything is changed, so we can go on here, and you can see this cross reference just created, and we can jump from one page to another. And here you can see this, if you are careful, you can see this tube has the red dot. This red dot, if we right click it, it's a tube destination. We can change the tube destination. This is also a possibility. We have some possibility from different symbols. So yeah, we will insert some more macros, some more parts that you can see we can expand and our project. In this page, we will create valves. Here we will insert some cylinders, the same SMC cylinder, and yes, we will need the valve. We just download it like this, and you can see everything automatically is connected. And we will also need the proximity sensor in our case. And with this angle, we can also connect the rest of the parts of the elements. So with space, you can see we can rotate this symbol. Now we will duplicate 3 times like this, and you can see the distance between these elements automatically is calculated. This is also good benefit. Now here we have quick editor. If we want more description, we have here function text, manufacturer, and so on. We can just mark some places and copy from Excel sheet some texts, or we also can write it manually. But now in our case, we just copy it, as you can see. And if we want to see all these descriptions into cylinder, we just make it visible like this, easy. On the next page, I just want to show you how to create some valve which has, for example, 2 coils, and we want that these 2 coils has a special reference name because actually they are separate, and we want in some other parts, in some other scheme, 2 different reference names. So yeah, this is the case. So for now, we inserted some parts. We created some scheme in fluid engineering, and here you can see we have a material explorer, and also we have a filter, and all these parts we just inserted in fluid engineering. In fluid here, these 5 pages, we will use them. We will use them in other discipline, and this is the main advantage of WSCAD. So if you go on some 3-pole scheme right now, this B1 sensor, proximity sensor, we just inserted before. So now we will just use it from this material explorer, these sensors, and you can see everything. Now it's connected. This F cross reference you can see right there. I will show you here. It's automatically connected, and we can jump from one page to another. This is the benefit. And the next page, we will insert a valve terminal. Just to know. So yeah, here we have it. And yes, here we have these descriptions. We will just use this channel group. We can insert comments, different comments. In our case, it's very simple comments. Yeah, and now we can use this valve terminal like this. And also you can see everything is connected. Everywhere you have these cross references, you can jump. And when you read the scheme, it's very easy to read when it's finished because everything is connected like this. And now we will insert, maybe just to move on the middle of the page, these 4 symbols, child element, PLC. So here we have the valves which we inserted before in fluid engineering, and we will just use them here like this. And again, you can see automatically this cross reference is created. And you can see this reference here. We don't have any structure. If we would have a structure, all path will be defined. We would know exactly where this belongs. Now you can see macros. We will insert some macro. Also from this quick search, this is some new functionality in WSCAD electrics. We can use it a lot of time for all cases, macros, parts, symbols, and when we start to use it, it's very beneficial. Like this. For now, yeah, here I want to show you that if we change some reference name in some discipline, doesn't matter in which one, everything is synchronized. You can see everything is synchronized. Now, yes, we will insert this valve terminal. Is the same on fluid. So here on thematic overview, here we have a filter for material list, and we will find this terminal valve. It's over here. And you can see we have this symbol also in fluid engineering. And you can see here now we have in 3 different disciplines, one part is represented in 3 different disciplines, and these colored squares, you can see where I'm clicking, you can jump from color squares from one discipline to another, and here it's not everything. This part has also a 3D model. We can check on the 3D, and this is now new functionality. You can see semi-transparent. You can check inside of the door, inside of the part. It's in some case very beneficial. For the end, we just need to generate some reports. In our case, we want to generate material list, and you can see we can just filter our material list just to fluid engineering. And here we have many possibilities to export in different formats, for example, in Excel. And here we have filters and so on. We have a lot of functionality. Okay. So again, we have also export to other formats. Okay. Now we just generate. Here we have this material list where just the fluid, this is fluid material list. So we can separate this material list. We will also generate a tube list like this. Just 3 tubes are there. And now for the end, we just want to export into Smart PDF. We can choose what part of the project we want in a PDF. So we will generate just two reports, and this functionality output is simple parameters. Later, you will see that okay. So now here we have a generated PDF. This is our structure. We just defined it, and you can see we can directly jump into the fluid scheme. For example, here is this cross reference. We can jump from one page to another. You can see. So and this functionality, which I just told you, output with simple parameters. I will show you what's the benefit. Maybe once more, we can jump on the electrical scheme. You can see, and again, we can read this. It's very easy. And yes, this is it. If it's annoying, of course, we can turn off, but now it's turned on. So you can see here we have a little information about this proximity sensor. If you want more information, we just go here. Now we have a manufacturer, part number, symbol name, proximity sensor, SMT, 10F, and so on. And here we have this material lists, just to one. So I think for now, this is it, and maybe we can go back to you, Elvis.
Thank you, Gasper. It was a really wonderful presentation. Now we will begin our Q&A section of this workshop. So we have one unanswered question that we will answer live. Somebody asked, are all of these parts in this project are used from the WSCADUNIVERSE?
Yes, they are, but on this project, which we just created, they are not all parts. We, as you saw, we inserted also some symbols. So we have two way how to create the every scheme in WSCAD, fluid or 3-pole and so on. It's part oriented or symbol oriented. In our case, some elements we inserted via a toolbar, and there is, of course, there is no part, but after that we can open this symbol and insert the part, assign the part, and then we have all information. Next, on the next page, on the material list, then everything is written. You saw that this material list in our case wasn't perfect.
Thank you, Gasper. So I think that will be all for the question. Oh no, one question appeared. Why PLC reference name can't be edited same as you show for the valve?
Reference names yes, they can be the same. They can be the same, but maybe we just jumped. Actually, in PLC, you have the possibility to insert these comments. Actually, this step, maybe we were a little bit too fast. It's just half an hour, but it's easy to insert the comments in PLC as we insert in the valves. Yeah, there is a possibility.
Okay. So I think
one more. I think it's one more.
Oh yeah, sorry. The same person asked that it is grayed out in the properties of the PLC.
When you open properties, it is gray when you open properties. I'm not sure what they mean about this color, but when you open properties, no, when you open, yes, when you open properties, I think this questions about the symbol. When you open the properties of the symbol, yeah, there have some places where you can add, you can open the part database. In our case, we didn't open the part database. You didn't saw the part database, but when you open the symbol explorer, the symbol, you have the possibility to from the symbol go directly to part database, and then you can choose the part, and all this information about the part are then in the symbol. I hope that I explained you. But if you have any more questions, of course, you can write it or later call us. We will answer you. Okay.
So that is it for now. And at last, you can find our contact information here. So please, if you have any additional questions after this webinar, feel free to contact us. And once again, after this workshop, the survey will pop up in your browser. So we would really appreciate your feedback. So I wish you a real productive rest of the day, and that this will be all from us today. Have a nice day.